Hi everyone, welcome to Woman Empowerment Series with me today, Farisha, and we have a special guest with us. It's Siti, Mariam, Samin. Hi Siti, how are you?
Hi Farisha. Thanks for inviting me to this session.
You're most welcome, and it is an honor for me to have you here on Women Empowerment Series. And this is the series where I showcase all the wonderful and amazing ladies in Malaysia. So, Siti, can you tell us more about yourself?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Siti Mariam. I'm 31 years old and I'm currently founder of Meraki Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Meraki is a branding, marketing and also event management company.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I would like to share with you a bit how I started my business, my own to become an entrepreneur. During my college years, I already started do a bit of online business when I was 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that time, I was studying physics. I'm taking physics for my background, for my degree. And then I continue my study in master in engineering. So because I love to see how people do their business, and I decided that, how about I start my own business as well. So I did have the opportunity to work with a GLC for 2 years, and then I decided to try myself to set up my own company. So that is where how Meraki Inspiration started out.
Okay, that is an amazing journey so far. Okay, so can you tell us more about Meraki, your business, branding, marketing, and events management?
Okay, when I first started Meraki, the name itself is actually, I found the words Meraki 7 years ago during my solo traveling. And then Meraki is a Greek word, which is putting your heart, your soul, and creativity into creating something great. So when I came across that word 7 years ago, and then I said to myself, I want to have a business and I want to name it Meraki. So that is how it started. And my forte is actually doing event management because I've been doing management since I was during my school days. So I've been involved, very active involved in doing event management until to the extent I decided to have my company, which is also involved with event management based on my experience that I had. And then branding and marketing comes up. As I told you earlier, during my early years of doing business, we have a good product. I have a good product. I have a good brand or something like that, right? So I'm doing online business, but somehow already I noticed if I didn't do a very well branding and also marketing, my business doesn't really reach out to the audience, to the customer. So then I said to myself, in doing business, I think the most important part is, the vital part is you need to know how to get your brand in the market and known by and get well recognized by people. And also marketing is one of the tools for you to reach out to them. So that is how Meraki came in as branding, marketing, and also event management company.
Okay, and for the next question, what does woman empowerment means to you?
Okay, I'm actually a very strong believer in women empowerment. That's explain why I've been involved actively with a lot of NGOs that involve with women empowerment activities. So there's two NGOs that I'm involved with. One is the Tulip Movement. Tulip Movement is actually empower women to be a leader, and also they gather people so that we are unity as one. Something like that. And then whereas I'm involved with another NGO, which is the Malaysian Influence Association, whereby this one, they also empowered other person, not just women but also other people in the social media. For instance, the influencer, the Instagrammers. So what we do is, since I'm in the branding and marketing, this is very close related to the business that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, I have a client that wanted to promote their business. So I can tap on these NGOs or like MIIOA, which is the Malaysian Influence Online.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to them that those who wanted to earn extra income by promoting other people's product, services or business. So we tap on their market because they have a lot of followers. Some of them have millions of followers, more than my more than me. Okay, so then we use them to promote the business owner, businesses or
Mm-hmm.
services or products. So and then talking about women empowerment, it's
Mm-hmm.
actually uh, why I why I believe in women empowerment, because I myself seen I grew up seeing my parents, my mom as a woman. She really take up the challenge during my family downtime. So at that time, I can see that my mom is the one that take up the responsibility and decided to open a business. And at that time, we have the economy recession. So my dad was one of them that got VSS. So at that time, as a father, he don't have any income. So as my mom, what she did is she decided to take over the responsibility, and then she set up a restaurant. So all by herself. So when I see that she took up the responsibility as a woman, which is empowered woman, and no doubt she never done any business. She just opened a business, a restaurant, and Alhamdulillah, we managed to have 3 restaurants back in Johor. So that shows how
Mm-hmm.
good she is. So when I was young, I was looking at how well my mom act as a woman and take charge of the situation and empowered herself. My mom was actually, she was forever a housewife. So she never had any business mindset or something like that. So when the situation like this happened, so
Mm-hmm.
she decided to take the responsibility and take up the challenge. So that is where I see my mom as someone that empowered herself. As a woman, she empowered herself, and as a mother, she empowered me as a daughter. So I look up to her very well.
Wow, that is amazing. Okay, that is an amazing story about your mother and on her journey as well as an entrepreneur. Okay, and moving on to the next question. Who are your role model, your woman idol that you admire in Malaysia and also internationally?
So I cannot rule out my mom, because just now I said about my mom. She is considered my main role model that is very close related to me. But in Malaysia itself, my main role model that I really look up to is actually Tan Sri Rafidah Aziz. So I went because I've been managing a lot of events, and some of the events are the women empowerment events. So I'm get very excited when they invited Tan Sri Rafidah Aziz to be part of the VVIP or the speaker. So I'll be the one that will be in front and take picture or take video. And I learn from her how she talk to people, how she gives speech, and for me she's just wow, amazing. I'm really happy whenever she's in one of the event that I attended or one of the event that I organized. So that is one of my big aim, that's to be on the stage together with her, or maybe she's
Yeah.
the one that give me the medal or something like award or something from Rafida Aziz. And then another one for overseas, my idol is actually Michelle Obama.
Wow.
Actually, there is two, Michelle Obama and also Dr. Priscilla. Dr.
Mm,
Priscilla is actually Mark Zuckerberg's wife.
mm,
So if you notice, my idol is actually they are someone's wife for a big figure. Like Michelle Obama, she is actually the first lady for United States during a few years back, during Obama, during Obama is the president in US. And then Dr. Priscilla, she is also a wife to Mark Zuckerberg, who owns Facebook.
mhm.
So even though they themselves, they are not the public figure. I don't say that they are not a public figure, but in terms of ranking between their husband and they as a wife,
Mhm.
I can see that they act as a very good support system to contribute to their husband's journey. So from there, I can see that Michelle itself and also Dr. Priscilla. They are also philanthropists, meaning to say they have a very strong belief towards the social engagement and give impact to the society. So I can see me as a role model. I can see them as a role model to me, that even though you yourself as a woman, you empower yourself, and also you manage to influence and empower others for the social goods. So that is the three idols that all this while that I've been looked up to, and until now I still does. Of course, on top of that, my mom.
And we share the same core values, Siti. Number one is my mom, is my mother as well. And I love Tan Sri Rafida Aziz because she's very outspoken. She's like, wow. Yeah, so whenever she talks in front of the stage, at the rostrum, she just like, wow. Wow, wow. And Michelle Obama, of course, amazing figure, woman empowerment head in America. And also Dr. Priscilla, right? The wife of Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, these are amazing women role model. Okay, moving on to the next question. What would be your advice to the young ladies out there who would like to venture into entrepreneurship, into marketing, branding, and event management?
Okay, first of all, I will say in general, for as a business per se, to be an entrepreneur, there is a debate about it. To be a good entrepreneur, were you born as an entrepreneur, or it is something that you are made of to be an entrepreneur? Okay, so recently I did a post regarding about this, and somehow during my research, and I looked at myself, as I told you, my mom, she was a housewife. So if you are born to be an entrepreneur, that means you have a very good role model around you, which is all business people, relatives that doing business. Me, on the other hand, I don't see that much that much role model surrounding me, but somehow because I do have the initiative and the what you call it, the need, the drive, the desire, the drive to be an entrepreneur, to open up my own business. Because I say to myself, if you work with people, you can't really achieve what you really want in life, because I'm the type that I have a very good vision. Maybe in like 10 years time, I will also want to be like Tan Sri Rafida Aziz. So something like that. So meaning to say, my aim is very high. And I say to myself, and then I say to myself, if I still working with people, am I able to achieve that within 10 years, 5 years down the line? So I know it's going to be hard. So I decided to take up this opportunity and start now. So if I start later, when I was already 40 years old, 50 years old, when I already married with kids, I'm afraid that this will be some of the setbacks that help my vision, my ambition. So then my advice to the young lady out there who wanted to venture into doing business or be an entrepreneur, is actually they, first of all, they need to identify what do they want in life. So first they set a goal. Once they set a goal, then you backtrack from there. You see whether what are the necessary steps that you need to do. So if your goal is to be a very good business entrepreneur, like for instance Nilofa, everyone knows Nilofa. She's a good public figure and also very good businesswoman, right?
Yeah.
So you need to backtrack. Okay, what do you need to have? So you take one or two models that public figure or models that you really idolize, then you study how does they achieve their goal. So one of the reason is the basic thing is you need to at least have a proper education. That is without saying, uh, even though you study, but even though you didn't go to a prominent university, but at least you have the basic fundamental education. Because when you become a businesswoman, the foundation. When you become a businesswoman, you need to interact with a lot of people. You need to do business networking. You meet a lot of people. So when you don't have like a the basic core value, which is knowledge, coupled with your experience. So it's very hard for you to get connect to people. So that
Mhm.
is how I see myself. So when you backtrack, okay, one is the education. Second, what you need to know is, your first is the aim, what do you want to be. Second, you see your education. If not education, it can also be by knowledge. At least you learn a lot about how to be a businesswoman. And then from there, you try to work things up. So you just go and meet people. That is how I do. I start with meeting a lot of people,
Okay.
learn from people, and then I sign up a lot of training and courses because learning is never ending. The thing that we know now, for instance, before this COVID, a lot of business owner, when I approach them to help them to digitalize their business, they said no, this is not the time, right? I still prefer the conventional way. But during the MCO, I'm very surprised and thankful that a lot of people come to me to ask for consultation how to digitalize their business.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, the knowledge that you have during that time, it might not be relevant at that time because you need to keep on upskill yourself. In
Yep.
business, you need to be agile because the trend keep on moving very fast, especially in the technology world. So these are the things that I would like to stress on to the young people out there, especially women. Keep on studying, keep on learning, because you never know that all these small things that you take up will might be very useful for your business in the long run in the future. So first, set a very good target aim, backtrack and see what are the things that you need to do, what are the core
Mm-hmm.
value or things that you need to know,
Mm-hmm.
meaning knowledge, and then keep on learning. And coming back to being an entrepreneur, first of
Mm-hmm.
all, it's all about your resilience. The
Yes.
resilience is a very, very important thing because there is time that I didn't manage to get a good support from others or business, and then that is where you gone through a lot of challenges in your life. So if you have a good support system from your surrounding, that really helps you a lot. And then at the same time, you need to be very keen about doing this. When you said that you want to be a businesswoman, you already have this thing back in your mindset saying that whatever happen, I will not back up. If you back up from the decision that you want to do, like for instance you want to be a businesswoman at that time, if
Yeah.
you back up, then the thing will never happen. So you need to keep on pushing yourself, go strong, go keep moving forward. At the same time, get a supportive system from your surrounding, because being a businesswoman is actually is a lonely journey. I coming from my experience, it's a lonely journey because the aim and vision that you set is actually for yourself. It's not for other people around you. It's actually for yourself. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't expect people to do things together with you. For instance, oh, I want to do this business. I want you to join me and support my business. No, because to them maybe they can support, but they will not support you in the long run. They cannot keep on buying your product every day, right? For instance, if you're selling products, so it's a lonely journey. So that's why you need to have a very strong resilience when you do business, because there will be a time
Mm-hmm.
that you face a lot of challenges, and some of the challenges you need to face alone, and some of the challenges will be great help if others people around you give you a very good moral support. So that is my experience. Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with you, Siti. It's the support system. You need to have a
Mm-hmm.
good and strong support system and
Mm-hmm.
also a very strong mindset to keep going no matter
Yeah.
how hard the situation is. Yeah, I like that word, agile,
Mm-hmm.
agility. So we need to
Yeah.
be agile we need to adjust ourselves in any type of surrounding. Okay, now we reach to the last question. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we are facing COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of people are stressed, depressed. Some people are uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. And then a lot of businesses are like having difficulties. What would be your advice on the ways moving forward and for people to remain calm, stay positive, and stay productive despite the negative situation that we're in right now?
This is actually one of the tough questions that I know a lot of people have been going through, and I cannot say for other people because every people have their own situation that they need to face during this COVID. And I can only say for myself, during this pandemic situation,
Mm-hmm.
some of the business there's a lot of setback in your business. Meaning to
Yeah.
say some things doesn't the plan that you have done, because when you want to do something, we plan like 6 months ahead, and then
Yeah.
suddenly when this thing happened, especially my event, I supposed to engage with
Postpone.
three big
Yeah.
event, and then during this pandemic, this MCO, we were forced to cancel all of the event and give back all the refund and everything. So it is something that you've been working for the past 6 months, and then suddenly pandemic happened, pop, everything gone.
Yeah.
So this is something that it really it become an epidemic to some of the business owner out there,
Mm-hmm.
whereby if you need to be ready for the worst thing to come. You always need to have plan A, plan B, plan C
Plan
in your
C.
business model canvas.
Mm.
So usually when I consult with people, the first thing first I will ask them, what is your business model canvas? So what are your target group, your aim, and then what is the tools, what are the platform you're going to use, how does your marketing will be, something like that. So this business model canvas, it must be what you call it must be agile, meaning to say you need to make sure that you have room for it to change. You cannot be static, meaning to say if I want this is the thing that I want. If my target market is supposed to be this, I want this target market. No, it must be agile. You need to know how to maneuver around your business model canvas so that you can gain more profit, more
Mm-hmm.
positive profit than the worst time, worst case lah. You need to adapt well in the situation, because
Mm-hmm.
now it's not survivor the fittest. Previously, when we are in the business line, is survivor the fittest. Whoever's the strongest will stay longer in the business. Meaning, if you're resilient, you even though the economy is not doing well, you still can go on, and that is where you stay long in the business. But here, during this pandemic, we noticed that now it's no longer survivor the fittest, but it is actually survivor the quittest. Meaning, whoever managed to adapt in technology well and fast,
Mm-hmm.
they will be the one that go headstrong in during this pandemic situation. Yeah,
Mm.
so these are the things that I want to say to most of the business owner out there. You need to be adaptable. You need to be your adaptability. You need to be agile, and then you need to be sensitive towards the new technology trend out
Yes.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, Zoom. Now we are doing Zoom, but
Yeah.
apparently, apart than Zoom, we have another 20 meeting platform that is available, and each one of them have different features. So if you only know, like for instance, one virtual meeting platform, whereby it is very concise, it is very limited, then you will not able to to be more agile in your business.
Mm.
So you need to be agile in doing things so that you can gain more profits in doing your business.
I like that when you say there's a lot of meeting platform and there's plenty for us to choose from. And
Mm-hmm.
that's also an opportunity for us to learn new technology, to equip
Mm-hmm.
ourselves with new skills, and to get out
Yeah.
of our comfort zone, and also
Yes.
learn, uh, to learn and also to develop ourselves to upskill and learn new skills.
Yeah,
So yeah,
correct.
I think this is the perfect time for everyone to
Mm-hmm.
upskill, especially in digital technology, digital marketing, because there's a lot of things that we can learn. Okay, so we have come through the end of the segment. Do you have anything else that you would like to share?
So before we end this session, I would like to say that if you are welcome to reach out to me if you want a consultation about your business. If you have some situation about your business that you need some guidance,
Mm-hmm.
especially in how to digitalize your business, please do reach out to me, Meraki Inspiration, and you can also email to me, Siti Mariam merakiconsultation.com. So I also have my website there, merakiconsultation.com. Also my LinkedIn, I'm very active in LinkedIn. If you text me, inshallah I will reply within 1 or 2 hours. It depends on my availability, but for sure you can reach out to me in my LinkedIn. Okay.
Amazing. Okay, thank you so much, Siti. Thank you for being with us on Women Empowerment Series. And I'm truly grateful to have you here in my show. And thank you so much for sharing on your career journey, on your challenges and how you overcome your challenges, and also to share about who are your aspiration, your woman idol with us. And I hope for those of you who are watching the show, I hope you are inspired and motivated by Siti Mariam's journey. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Thanks,
Bye.
Arisha.
Thank you.